They're telling me to look at this.
Okay, so I'm gonna dismantle the gun. I'm gonna prime everything. Everything's gonna be primed, but it needs to be dismantled for a clean look because these things are very, look at those pieces in there and in there. That's the first step, guys. That's what you need to do. Carefully lift the housing from the bottom, removing the stock. Put everything neatly where it should be. Keep the screws in one spot. The circuit board sits between those two tabs. Carefully remove the circuit board. This is what you should have now. There's two screws there for the speaker, which you will need also to remove, and a circuit board down there. Before painting your alien gun, flip everything over so you have all these things exposed like that. You're going to have a piece of tape there, and you're going to have the circuit board. Now, before you dismantle anything, take a photo of this section so you know how to reinstall it all, as well as that section there, so you know how to reinstall the speaker and where everything goes.
I'm bad at lacrosse and I don't like shopping, but I'm great at piano. And
this is what it should look like once it's pulled out of the tabs.
Oh, don't do it.
Handle everything with great care so as not to break any connections. Once you've removed the screws, there are different sizes to every other screw. Make sure you keep the screw for the speaker in a safe place. Be sure to take photos so you know exactly where everything goes. This will all be taped to that to protect the circuitry, because you just want to paint that and that clean. After having been removed everything, you'll have two small tabs, which are the little button tabs. These tabs. Once you've removed the tabs, you'll have the housing, which now can be primed and painted clean.
Dusty, I need to talk to you.
Put the removed parts here for painting. Make sure that you have masking tape and a pair of scissors, because what you will do next is you will cut the bag and wrap all of the electronics and circuitry in the bag, so when you prime this and electronics does not get damaged. Okay, people, when you come to this stage, the next stage is to take a piece of tape, masking tape, and you've got two contact points there which you will need to wrap. The second thing to wrap is you're gonna put the plastic over this and wrap it to that before you prime all that, because all this will be painted black. The next step is you're gonna have something like that. That has to be masked off. Those two areas. That area needs to be masked off. That little blue tab there. Those vents. And that one there. But getting to the top vent, because all this is going to be primed and painted black, you're going to have two notches there. What you need is a piece of blue tack.
Just like us.
Put the blue tack like that into each notch.
Julia seems to be the one taking the minutes. There are few details. These must be their stories.
like that. You should have that. Then you're gonna put tape over the top. So now you should have something that looks like this, right? Be sure to tape up all the little holes that lead into the cavity of the gun. Leave those ones open because you want to prime all the inside of that. As you can see, there's a blue tack. You need to put blue tack on that side like you did on here. So a strip of blue tack over there to protect the internal circuitry and the cavity.
There's blackberries scattered throughout the forest, but just over there is a huge...
The next step into painting the pulse rifle, nerf pulse rifle, put all the electronics in the battery housing compartment. Be very careful how you do this because you don't want to bend or break any connections on the main circuit board.
Done. In secret.
Once everything is done, this is what you should have.
Well, just what the hell do you think you're doing? Because I'm pretty sure you aren't doing
Everything.
what you're doing, especially
These are the vital areas that are must have. Feel free to pause the video so you can see exactly which areas
Your best
need to
friend
be
is
masked,
smart. Stings a little. It's not like I
blue
was
tacked,
I wasn't ever-
and how the electronic componentry
Slow a touch, doesn't it?
is there.
Well, I can see someone taking that personal.
And now everything is ready for painting. You can see the cavities in the holes there from where I removed the housing. Those are going to be used. I'm going to feed fishing line through there and hang it up on a stand. I'll show you that in a minute. That's what you should have. That's what you should have taped off. And that's where your circuitry should be. Gun is now ready for priming. The next step will be to remove that. There's one screw. Make sure you use a magnetic screwdriver. Because once you paint that, this will all be a green. You want that to stand out so it can highlight the whole weapon. Once removed, that's what it should look like. The entire rig is now ready for painting. Keep that there so you know exactly how to put it back once you need to reinstall it. Make sure you do not lose the spring. Well, here we have it, guys. The electronics are protected. It's all primed and ready for tomorrow for the main colors. Clean and neat. This primer is very good. So all you do is you put a fork inside the barrel and it sits neat and clean between two chairs to dry for tomorrow's coat. Or if I wanted, I could put a coat in 4 hours. Just for interest, this is the primer I've used. It's got 2 times ultra cover. Now, because I'm going to have it as a display piece, I'm not going to use it as a muck around piece walking around, and this is going to be in its own case and that. I'm only going to hit it with 1 coat. It's got 2 times the cover, so you only really need 1 coat on this. That there is the stock. It was white, but you can see just how well the primer sticks to it. Like I said, guys, if you're going to have this as a display piece, all you need is just 1 coat, not 2. You can put 2 coats of the primary colors, but primer, I'll just go with 1. Here we have the main shell of the body, primed and ready for the main color. I'm going to go for a forest green. You can see, once you remove the electronics, guys, it's going to be a very clean finish. As you can see, it's all removed and ready for the main colors. I've got everything upstairs labeled. It's very important to label everything when you're doing these kinds of projects. So you know, once you put it all back together, you know where everything goes. But feel free to always revise and go back on my video, an instructional tutorial, so you can know where everything goes, the screws, the electronic circuit board and everything like that. Anyway, I'll leave that now to dry. 4 hours should give me a tight bond and ready for the next coat, which will be green. The stock will all be black, as well as the main body of the rifle black. Once completed, you should have the main rifle body here and here. Those were the yellow ones. The stock is over here. Once it's dry to the touch, you just let it dry all the way. And that's the main rifle body. Always remember, when spraying, spray in a well ventilated area to avoid any overspray. As you can see, it's sprayed clean, no overspray. Spray 25 to 40 centimeters away in a smooth pattern. Anyway, guys, that's what I recommend. You can see it's come out really, really well, and stay tuned for part 2.